welcome back to Beth 3.0. We have this quick office makeup look for you. It's great for summertime. It gets you out the door, 1, 2, 3, not too many products, not too many brushes. So if you'd like to hear all about it and catch up with me, stay tuned and continue listening. Here we go. Hi everyone. Okay, ready to get started? Like I said, this video is going to be my quick every day going to work. I don't know what I'm wearing yet, so let me put on something neutral that will match with anything that I'm wearing. First things first, let's clip this hair out of my face. Okay, next we prime our lips. I like to use my Naked Cosmetics little vanilla cream lip scrub. Just get some in on my finger. And I let that chill there while we get ready. Next up, I use my Olehenriksen C-Rush Brightening Gel Cream. We moisturize at night before bed, and we moisturize in the morning before we put on our makeup. And next up, because we are getting a little older, don't tell anyone, but we started using eye cream. Yeah. So I use the Olehenriksen Truth Banana Bright Eye Cream. It's this tiny little, this will last you a really long time. I've had this almost 2 months now, and I'm still at the very top, and I use it every single morning and sometimes at night before bed. I literally take the back of my nail and I like to put a little, I took a little too much there, and put it in between the eyes here. I feel like that counts as like under eye. You want it to be tight, you don't want it to have wrinkles, so. And the very last step that I do to prep my skin is, as a primer, I use my Strobe cream in Goldlite from MAC. So it gives us a little bit of a glow underneath. I know I'm looking very glowy right now. Everything will sink in, you'll see, and my skin is so dry it just absorbs everything by the time we're done. So just know. With the Strobe cream, I put it absolutely all over, because in the summertime, it is now the beginning of August, like to be glowy. I like to look awake and dewy. I work all the time, so I like to be like I'm out in the sun. As my boss says, work hard, play hard, and so we're playing hard right now. I love makeup, and this is what I'm doing. Okay. I usually now, I let this sink in, and I go pick out my clothing for the day. So I'm actually gonna go pick out, it's raining today, so I'm gonna pick out probably something with long sleeves to wear. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. And I am gonna wear this green shirt, so it's gonna go with everything. This L'Oreal Paris The Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream. I have it in light. I really could have it in medium. I ran out of my medium, so we're using the light. I actually take it and I put a big dollop on the back of my hand. As you can see, it's very runny, and it's white, but it's got all these little beads in it. It's really, I don't know, I don't think you can see it, they're so tiny. and they actually turn color. And I am not a huge foundation chick, but I do like this in the fact that during this time of year my body is usually more tan than my face is, only because like I always put a little bit of sunscreen on my face. It's in my skincare. So we're gonna take a little bit of this and rub it. I like to bring it down my neck. Okay, so now I'm taking my Sephora buffing brush and I'm just gonna buff this into the skin. So I just like to even out my skin tone a little bit with this BB cream. Okay. Next up we have concealer. I use two concealers. The two concealers I use is NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and that's in Custard. And then that's what I use to conceal and cover up these bags. And then I just like to brighten it the tiniest bit with Fair Beige, and this is Tarte Shape Tape. So I do a little combination of these two, and to blend that in I have my Dampen Beauty Blender. So I'm just going to take my NARS Creamy Radiant. I find with the NARS Creamy Radiant it tends to dry down really fast, so I have to do one eye blend and then one eye and blend. So you'll notice that's what I do. But you do notice that like it just clears that side up where this side still looks a little tired and not put together. Not now. Now I'm going in with my Shape Tape really quick, and literally this is how much I put on. 1, 2. 2 little drops just to brighten up the under eye the littlest bit. Whatever's left on my beauty blender and bringing it down the nose and just in the center between my eyebrows. Okay, and that's the skin, just to bring you in closer and see. And now we're going to set it. Okay, to set it, I'm going to use this Cover FX palette. It's a little Perfector face palette. I got this also in a BoxyCharm box. Join BoxyCharm, best thing I ever did. It comes with such great stuff. I don't mean to blind you with my mirror here. It is dirty because I use it all the time, but it comes with this great stuff. 2 highlighters, a brightener, a finishing powder, and a blush. So I take this Moda brush, this is just a powder Moda brush, and I go into the finishing powder and I just dust this, and I tend to just do my eyes and where I put my concealer. That's all I really like to do with this powder. And like I said, wherever I put the concealers, that's where I put this finishing powder. Okay, next up is bronzer and blush. So I like to use the Butter Bronzer. I'm opening up a new one because it's tried and true. I love this stuff. The smell of it is amazing, but you can see I'm down to the nitty-gritty here. It's time to say goodbye to this one and open up another one. Now, like I said, tried and true. Love this stuff. I always use my Real Techniques powder brush for this. I'm sorry, I have a hair. My Real Techniques powder brush for my bronzer. However, I was watching Jeffrey do his review, and he opened it up, and I always thought underneath that this was a brush under here. And when he said it was like some kind of paddle, I was like, what? And he's right, it's like some kind of sponge. I have no idea how one would use a sponge with this butter bronzer, but if anybody does know how to use it, comment below, because I'd love to learn how to use that. Okay, so moving on from the little paddle, again, it's underneath. If you pull up the powder, there's a nice mirror in there, and then like I said, this weird sponge paddle thing. So, Real Techniques powder brush. I use light bronze, and I just go in and I bronze up the cheeks and all the normal spots. I get all the areas. Go around in a circle around your head. I'm a bronzy glow person. Like I said, I like to glow. I like to be bronze. Always hit the chin area, and I always drag it down my neck. No, little Jersey Shore for you, but. And then I always go in on the nose. Always, because I think it looks so weird if like the 3 in your face, so you go here, here, the 3 in your face. If you don't hit that in the middle, to me, it looks just off. So I always throw a little in the middle. Really, I love getting these spots. I don't know, I just feel like they bother me, this like cutout that I have, and so I like to just tan it up a little. We're gonna go in with our Hoola bronzer, and that I'm just going to contour the littlest bit in my cheeks. I just take this angled brush. This is from Beaut Basics. It doesn't have a number or anything, it's just an angled brush. And I'm gonna go in, tap it off, and I'm just going to, right under my cheekbone, just carve it out the littlest bit, and then I just push it up. Right under my cheekbone. I have very full cheeks, so it looks weird if I go like super harsh contour. So I just like to push it up, like I said. And then I go back in with my bronzing powder brush, nothing added to it. And I just make sure it's flawless and real blended out. So it gives us that little bit of line, but in person it looks really strong on camera. It's not as strong, I promise. In person it's just blended out and it looks nice. So now we're gonna go in with blush. For blush, tried and true, Milani Cosmetics. You don't know what you're wearing? Luminoso goes with everything. Milani Luminoso, it's got a little bit of highlight in it. I put it on the apples of my cheeks, and then I push it up. Apples of my cheeks, and then push it up. And then just come down the nose, hit it on the forehead. Okay, time for eyebrows and eyelids. I'm going to take my Precisely My Brow pencil. I use the number, I go between 3 and 4, depending on how light my eyebrows are from being in the sun. So first I'm just going to brush through them, and then I'm going to take my number 4 pencil, because they're a little bit darker right now, and I'm just going to fill in, and I'll be right back. I just literally, let's see if I could do it from this far away. I just draw a line underneath, basically following my brow, and then thank you, Stella. fill in my tail and all the sparse spots with the littlest strokes. I'm barely touching my skin, and then I go back in and I spoolie through them and just make sure that they're as full as I want them to be. I have this one spot right here that makes me crazy. It's like no hairs ever grow there. It just doesn't like me. And that's it for my brow. Let me do the other side. Back to our FX, Cover FX palette, and I'm gonna dip into this contour shade. I'm using a super fluffy, it's called a Farrah brush. It's the 35E. See how super fluffy it is? And I just dip in, dip in. And I'm just going into the crease with it. I'm not super precise. I just want to add some definition to my eye. Nothing crazy. I don't pack the color onto the brush. I like to build it up to where I want it to be. And I find if I do a little too much, then I just buff it out until it goes away. Sometimes if I feel like I can't get into the corner as much with that fluffy brush, like into this corner, I pick up this little tiny domed brush. It is a Vasanti contour eyeshadow, and I just go into the contour and I hit that corner and I just pack it in there into that V. And then I take that big fluffy brush we were originally using and just buff it out to make it look really brushed, airbrushed, and just ready to move on with our day. And then I go into the other eye. Little catch up on me. Last time you saw me, it was last summer. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start a channel. I'm gonna concentrate on me. I don't know what I was thinking. I was less than 1 year away from a wedding, and wedding took over my life. It just took over. There was no thinking about anything else other than wedding and my best friend having her baby, and then back to wedding, and then honeymoon, and now here we are. Back to filming. Now I can get back to me and what I want to do with makeup and see where this goes. I'd like to do 1 video a week, so I'm trying. Bear with me, you know, life does get crazy, but I am trying to make myself film on the nights that my husband is at work, so it's a quiet night, I'm not doing anything, and I can just, you know, concentrate on the things I like to do. So now, same fluffy brush. This is how easy it is. Same fluffy brush. I'm just dipping into that golden highlighter shade that's in here. So it's called highlighter. It's really, really specific. But there's like a rose gold one and a golden one. So I'm going in with the golden one again, trying to keep it neutral. And I'm just now dusting this all over up to my eyebrow. But it's not like I'm putting on a ton. I don't know if you can see it. It just is enough to help blend out the contour and to just give your eyelid like that little bit of a glassy look without going to like, oh my god, sparkles for work. But everybody knows at work, if you're watching this, I'm a little extra. I like a little sparkle on my lid. I think you all know that by now. So just going in with that. Last but certainly not least, you're going to take any type of flat brush. Sometimes I use my little Eco Tools brush if I have it here. Okay, we found my Eco Tools brush. So now I can dip into my favorite highlighter. It is the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter. My maid of honor took me to MAC to get my makeup done for my bachelorette. They put this on my face and I was instantly in love with it. Instantly. Soft and gentle. It's got like a little bit of golden tone, a little bit of white undertone. It's just, I love it for summertime. I think it's perfect. I will probably like it for wintertime. I haven't gotten there yet. But I just dip my little Eco Tools brush in it and I just go right under the eyebrow just to give it a little pop. And it just helps outline that eyebrow just a little bit. We have one hair out of place. That's cute. Right underneath, we take the same one and we go right in the corner of the eye, make us look a little more awake. And we will use this as the highlight on our face as well. First, at this point, all these powders, I like to now go in with my TATCHA Luminous Dewy Skin Mist before I put my mascara on, and I just really let that all soak in for a minute. Give it a little blow dry, a little air dry. Sometimes I go stand in front of my air conditioner, have a little, you know, model-esque moment, let the air blow in the breeze. Okay, next we go in with our eyeliner. My eyeliner, I like to use MAC Technokohl liner. It's in the color Risque. I love this for during the day when I go to work. It just makes me look more awake. It is just a nude colored liner. I don't know if you could see that. Is that better? And so I always take this little brush and I use it just to pull the skin down a little bit. And that is my highlighter brush that I use, so the highlighter is going there. So it's okay if a little bit gets on. And I just tight line my eyes with this nice bright color. It's not overly bright. Sometimes I use a white color. Sometimes I don't. At this point, I will go in with this little flat brush. Looks like a little unicorn. I don't even know. It's a Schmish Glam brush. I hit that contour just a little bit and I drag it underneath. Just a little bit. And it just finishes off the eye. I drag it along that eye line that we just did, and it just finishes it off. Now I go in with my NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel. This is just a clear brow gel. A lot does get on the spoolie, so I just like to brush it off the smoothie. You don't need too much, and I just brush it up and out of the way. That's my crazy cat running around. She wants to make herself known. She's got to be center of attention all day, every day. But I got my new BoxyCharm for this month. Again, do BoxyCharm, it's the best. they gave me the new Big Ego from Tarte. It's a full-size mascara that they gave me, so we're gonna try that out today. I am gonna curl my lashes first, so I like to curl them. So I was actually at Ulta today and I had this in my hand and I was like, do I try this? Do I try that? Do I try this? So I actually bought the mini Damn Girl from Too Faced, and I was like, I'm gonna try this. But then I got home and this packaging, it just gets me. This hot pink with the gold, I love it. So I'm gonna try this out. It looks a lot like the Better Than Sex spoolie. I don't know if you have tried that one. Sometimes I like a thicker spoolie. It depends on what it does. So this seems to be grabbing my lashes. So far so good. Just grabbing a mirror here. And for during the day, I only do my top lashes when I go to work. I think it just opens up the eye just enough to the point where you're not like over glam, but it looks decent for if you have any meetings or anything like that. So far, Tarte, on game. You are on game. Okay, second to last, our highlighter. We want to put it on the cheeks. It's our MAC Soft and Gentle. Bring it down the center of the nose, tip, go there, there, and I always hit my collarbone and around where my necklace will be. Lastly, we are going to put on MAC Spice Lip Pencil. Again, this color is just the perfect neutral color. And then for the lip, we're gonna go in with DOSEOF Colors Rockin' It from their Mickey collection. Love this color. And finally, we will end with a little setting mist, the Dewy set from Anastasia, Beverly Hills. Okay, and this is the final look. If you like it, give us a thumbs up, click the little bell to subscribe and to get all of the notifications for future uploads. Have a great day, guys. Bye.